Jan van Uitland and Jay Crow. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Joris. Jay.
Perfect pronunciation.
Perfect pronunciation. 6.5 out of 10. So I want to ask, or I wanted to say right away, thank you so much, guys, for coming out. I love all the mods that your games are built on.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here, finally an event dedicated to PC gaming at E3.
Yeah.
Thank you for setting it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know a little bit about what we're going to see. My understanding is it's something a little bit special that no one else has seen here yet today.
Correct. We've been working on an expansion for Arma 3 for a couple of months, and it's finally the time now to show you the major component of it. So let's roll the video.
Let's take a look. Tanawa, the name of the upcoming terrain piece. I mean, tell me a little bit about what is Tanawa.
Yeah, well, welcome to Tanawa. It's what we call our new theatre of war for Arma 3. It's the first time we've explored a Pacific island setting, and what we've just seen is something like 100 square kilometers of jungly island archipelago terrain. It's sort of the crown jewel of, as Joris said, the expansion that we're working towards, hopefully the first half of 2016.
I mean, in all my playing of the Arma games, I've always felt like the terrain is one of the most important characters of the game. And I mean, we already see some architecture that's not really found in the rest of the game.
Yeah, exactly. I think the setting is something really fresh for the Arma series. And our environment lead, Martin, he has described this from the very beginning as a green hell. So it's a bit more raw and more gritty than your typical holiday resort. And I'm really looking forward to making some cool military scenarios in there.
Yeah. And I mean, I also saw that islands seem to be a pretty central component to that. I mean, is this going to change the way that the movement works for the player?
Well, it's certainly something new for the Arma series. I mean, I think like all of the terrains, which have been such a massive part of all of the games that we've made for the last 15 years, at Generous, at Altis, and now Tanawa, the core experience is the same. You know, it's a richly detailed, kind of authentic world, but definitely the islands, the archipelago, it's something new. It means exploring the islands a little bit differently. Maybe on the water is a bit more important this time, underwater as well. Yeah, and we're looking forward to putting it in the players' hands and seeing how they explore it.
And we talked about this right before you came on the stage, that you guys are such huge believers in modding. And this seems like a brand new toy for modders to play with.
Exactly. It's a whole new canvas for modders to make all their creations on. Can be anything from authentic military experiences to completely crazy stuff. I'm looking forward to dinosaurs myself, for example.
Well, I mean, I'm also a little bit curious about, we've talked about the terrain extensively, but what are some of the other new features and gameplay that will be coming along with Tanawa?
Well, we definitely know that we make a game as a platform. So we have our own vision of what Arma 3 is, and we also have to think about the modders. So the features that we're bringing along, like we see some of the screen space reflections, we see the water technology, so it's going to look a little bit more beautiful. DX12 is going to be something that will really kick on the performance, which is a really important part of the Arma 3 experience. Like, we want to really nail that down for the expansion. And a few other things aside, like the expansion itself is really a content pack built around Tanoa, but also with weapons and vehicles and local
Awesome.
factions competing.
Well, I'm super excited to see the game, and of course, what the modding community is going to do. I mean,
Yeah.
DayZ, Take on Mars are just incredible experiences. So, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for your amazing support of the modding community, guys.
Right.
Bohemia Interactive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joaquin.
Thank you.